All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So some interesting news popped up today. Kind of a good day. Honestly, could very much be the start of us winning the battle that we've been fighting for the last, 7 years or so against skill-based matchmaking. About 2 hours ago today, the Call of Duty Twitter page put out a tweet about the multiplayer matchmaking. It said here, over the past year, we've continued to learn a lot about multiplayer matchmaking through player data and community feedback. We're also excited to see all the recent love for Black Ops and Black Ops 2, which reinforce that there are many elements of those experiences that players appreciate. Very true, very true. People have been saying ever since the ports came out that, you know, with these ports, it is very clear what the people actually want. Because Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, I think if I'm correct in remembering, they completely outsold Black Ops 7 within a few days, and also the player numbers on both of those games are trumping modern Call of Duty player numbers right now. And keep in mind, modern Call of Duty player numbers go across multiple games, and including Warzone, and just across multiple modes as well. Black Ops 7, Black Ops 6, Warzone, I'm pretty sure that it probably includes Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2. Actually, I think they removed those from the COD HQ, but either way, it's Black Ops 7, Black Ops 6, and Warzone, including all the other modes within Black Ops 6 and 7. Zombies, multiplayer, and then, of course, endgame with 7, and then the campaign, because campaigns also requires online to play it. So yeah, that's all included in there in one, and these ports are completely outperforming them. Starting this week with Season 5, we're updating Black Ops Classic, Quick Play, and Party games on Black Ops 7 with a new matchmaking system inspired by those classic games. We'll continue to offer open playlists in Black Ops 7, and we'll also include open playlist options in the upcoming Modern Warfare 4 beta. Thanks for your continued feedback as we stay focused on player experiences that go beyond expectations. Jump in and let us know what you think. This is actually really cool. It's obvious that they do see the community interactions and the community discussions, and they see what we're saying and what we want. And also the ports made it even more clear. They literally admitted that. So they're admitting that right now people aren't exactly indirectly very happy with the modern Call of Duty, and they like the older Call of Duty more, and the elements of these original Call of Duties. So they're starting to actually bring those back into the modern day, which is cool. Like, we love to see that. We love to see that they're actually listening and communicating and giving us what we want, giving us what we're asking for. There's a couple things with this specific post that kind of rub me the wrong way and just bring up a couple questions that I think should be talked about and should be discussed. So starting off with this middle one, we're updating Black Ops Classic, Quick Play, and Party games of Black Ops 7 with a new matchmaking system inspired by those classic games. So a new matchmaking system, which, well, what does that mean exactly? New matchmaking system that's inspired by the classic games, inspired by the classic matchmaking of these older games. Like, a new matchmaking system inspired by those classic games. What exactly does that mean? Because we got open matchmaking in Black Ops 7 right now, and now they're making a new matchmaking system inspired by the matchmaking, I guess, in these games. If you remember, in Black Ops 7, they introduced classic matchmaking. They called it classic matchmaking, where skill is minimally considered. That's what it said in, the description of the playlist. So does that mean there's gonna be 3 different types of matchmaking now? Because we got open matchmaking in Black Ops 7. We had classic matchmaking. I think the actual classic, no SBMM, only connection-based matchmaking in the Black Ops 7 beta. And now they have a new matchmaking system coming inspired by these classic games. There's not a lot of clarification there. I even said it here. I need some more clarification on the last part and in here, because what does that mean exactly? There seems to be 3 different types of matchmaking now that they're making, which is really weird. There's really bad communication. The wording and jargon, or whatever you want to call it, is not really adding up here. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Nothing's really connecting. And then in this very last paragraph is the most concerning. We'll continue to offer open playlists in Black Ops 7, and we'll also include open playlist options in the upcoming Modern Warfare 4 beta. So this sentence in particular, will also include open playlist options in the upcoming Modern Warfare 4 beta. Options. So basically what they did with the Black Ops 7 beta and what Black Ops 7 is doing right now. Basically an opt-in, opt-out system, which a few years ago, I even made a tweet right here, a comment right under it. A few years ago in their matchmaking blog post, this was I think 2023 or 2024. Have you ever considered an opt-in, opt-out system for the matchmaking algorithm? Our data suggests that splitting the player base with an opt-in, opt-out matchmaking system will have negative consequences on the overall player pool. That means potentially longer wait times based on the type of matchmaking selected and matches with poor connections. So if you remember back during the Black Ops 7 beta, during I think the second week of the beta, where everybody, the entire player base was able to play, it was open for everybody, no longer just pre-order exclusive. They introduced a not really new matchmaking. I think they just straight up brought back the original actual classic matchmaking of the older days, or that second week of the beta. And after the beta ended, after all the feedback that everybody gave, even me included, I was glazing the hell out of what they were doing with that. Then after that, literally Matt Scrons himself went on video and said that the matchmaking that we saw in the beta, the open classic matchmaking, was going to be the standard going into Black Ops 7 at launch. The standard. And I can even find the video real quick to show you guys. I literally found it right here. It is a Q&A on Call of Duty Black Ops 7. It's called Dev Talk Post-Beta Q&A Call of Duty Black Ops 7 from 9 months ago.
Are open playlists going to be the standard for launch? I'm very happy to say that the matchmaking that we introduced in the Black Ops 7 beta, which is the classic matchmaking where skill is minimally considered, will be the new standard matchmaking for Black Ops 7 multiplayer on launch.
Straight from the horse's mouth right there. Matt Scrons himself said that the Black Ops 7 matchmaking, the matchmaking that we saw in the beta, was going to be the standard at launch. Now, let me show you something else that they did. So the tweets that I actually wanted to look at are all conveniently here back to back for us to see. So first, in October 4th, this was during the second week. Let's switch things up. Later today, we'll have 2 playlists in the Black Ops 7 beta, Mosh Pit and a new option, Open Mosh Pit. Open Mosh Pit features classic matchmaking where skill is minimally considered, featuring TDM, Kill Confirm, Domination, Hardpoint, and Overload. So this, yeah, was during the second week of the beta. During the first week, when everybody who pre-ordered the game were playing it early, the matchmaking was just horrible. People were making videos all over the place about how just unplayable it felt. It was really bad. And right here, 5 days later, October 9th, 2025, open matchmaking confirmed. At launch, open matchmaking with minimal skill consideration will be the default matchmaking for Black Ops 7 multiplayer. Our team is committed to providing players with a more varied experience, and the beta was a valuable opportunity to test this approach. So right here, 5 days after this tweet, and it was like after the beta ended, they said this was going to be the default. And Matt Scrons, I showed you in the video, it's even right here, that was going to be the standard at launch. And then right below it right here, November 11th, 2025, I don't remember the date that Black Ops 7 released, but November 11th, 2025, like just before the game release, a little bit before, thanks to your beta feedback, the majority, very, very important wording here to look at. Majority of Black Ops 7's multiplayer playlists will have open matchmaking, which will be similar to the beta experience where skill is minimally considered. The exception will be 1 rotating mosh pit at launch where skill will be an important consideration, and ranked play will also use skill as an important consideration when it launches in Season 2. Majority of the Black Ops 7 multiplayer playlists will have open matchmaking similar to the beta experience. Now, what is this? Also, an opt-in, opt-out system, which is exactly in this blog post right here. Where is it? Which is exactly the thing that they said they didn't want to do, because it would have negative consequences on the overall player pool, meaning potentially longer wait times based on the type of matchmaking and poor connections. So it really makes me think, what changed with this game when it was about to launch? What changed from the beta, where they said that the open matchmaking was going to be the standard, to a month later, just before the game comes out, where they were going to add a separate skill-based matchmaking playlist? An opt-in, opt-out system that they said they didn't want to do 3 years prior. What changed, Treyarch? Seriously. And they're doing the same thing here, it seems, with Modern Warfare 4, because right here, once again, we'll continue to offer open playlists in Black Ops 7, and we'll also include open playlist options in the upcoming Modern Warfare 4 beta. Options, meaning another situation where we're having an opt-in, opt-out system, which I really do not like, and I don't like that they're doing that, because once again, I'm going to keep reiterating it. Just last year, Black Ops 7, for some reason, did this. They did an opt-in, opt-out system, despite, you know, Call of Duty, the official Call of Duty blog post, or whatever you want to call it, website, said that they didn't want to do this. And now, again, this year, they're going to do it again with the Modern Warfare 4 beta. What is changing? Why? It really doesn't understand. They're flip-flopping their ideas like a fucking fish out of water. It doesn't make any sense. Really, I really don't like this, because they like to do these things. They like to play with the words and everything, to be subtle about it. It's like, oh, okay, we'll do this, but really we mean this, but we're gonna word it this way so you don't really notice it or think about it. But I mean, there is enough people actually noticing and thinking about it. Open matchmaking in BO7 wasn't based on the old matchmaking from the classic COD games already. I mean, it felt that way already, but hearing it is different. I mean, I'm sure in the beta it was, but right now, definitely not. There was plenty of people during launch saying how much different it actually did feel. I mean, they literally said it themselves too in the tweet I just showed. It was going to be similar to the beta, similar, not the same at all, similar. And even during the beta too, during like, I want to say maybe the first like opening week, you had Scump with like a full 6 stack of other Optic pros playing the game, and everybody was pointing out the type of matches that they were having, and they were nothing. Everybody, even me included, everybody was saying that they were not having the same experience as they were, which I think just in general, if you have a full stack, the matchmaking is a little bit more lax even with SBMM, because it tries to take into account everybody's skill level, I think, so it just broadens it more. But during like that stream of his, Scump and like the rest of them that were playing during that time 9 months ago, Scump dropped like 8 nukes, like nearly back to back 8 nukes. So yeah, kind of crazy. And him and the rest of his team were all saying that everybody's just complaining and people are complaining just suck. Everybody was pretty convinced that maybe Activision was purposely giving them easier, more laxed matchmaking. Either that or it could just be that they're in a 6 stack, but also like when you're in a 6 stack full of Optic pros, full of CDL pros, I mean, yeah, it's obviously gonna be pretty easy, right? But I mean, what I'm just a guy talking shit to a camera on YouTube. What do I know? Even Charlie Into right here says, Call of Duty referred to the Black Ops 7 open matchmaking as a classic matchmaking experience. Absolutely not true at all. We literally just discussed that. Today they are saying that a new system that is inspired by the classic matchmaking is being added alongside open. So what is classic then versus now? Exactly. What is the difference? Because now we have like 3 different types of matchmaking that they're talking about. So what's the difference exactly? And what are they gonna do with matchmaking going forward in MW4? Please don't do what Treyarch did with Black Ops 7 in the beta, just bait and switch everybody and change the matchmaking up right before the game comes out, which, by the way, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, I think when Treyarch did this post right here, it was like a day or 2 after the refund window for pre-orders was closed, so you couldn't refund your pre-order anymore, or refund the game if you bought it. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I do remember that being a thing, and which is a huge scumbaggy move. So yeah, please, for the love of God, Infinity Ward, do not do what Treyarch did. Please. And this is something else completely unrelated, but this is actually really cool. They reduced the input latency for screens that support 120 Hz or higher for Black Ops 1 on the PS4 and PS5. Zombie matches now prioritize PS5 hosts and no longer roll back to PS4 hosts, and they added a toggle to view or hide other players' custom emblems in the multiplayer options menu. So you now have the option to disable seeing other people's emblems. Zombie matches now prioritize PS5 hosts the same way it does in multiplayer, and now they reduced input latency for screens that support 120 Hz or higher. Oh my god. I have a 165 Hz monitor, so that's actually really cool to hear, because on Black Ops 1 it genuinely does feel like the input latency is really bad. I feel like I have some crazy input lag. It's kind of disgusting. This one's weird too. I don't know, it's kind of confusing me. August 21st, Call of Duty Next goes global, bringing together our biggest ever lineup of players live from gaming setups around the world. Then it's your turn. Jump into MW4 beta weekend with pre-order access, followed by weekend 2 open to everyone. Open to everyone from August 28th to September 21st. So I guess we're gonna have beta access during Call of Duty Next. Is that what that means? I think so, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe after, because Call of Duty Next is supposed to be a LAN event, so maybe they'll open it after it's over the same day. We'll have to see. But that's actually interesting that they're doing it that early. With like in tandem with Call of Duty Next, essentially. Anyways, back on topic to this. This is cool. This is cool that they actually are, doing things like this. They are very clearly seeing what the community is saying and the discussions around just everything, especially the matchmaking. So they are seeing the discussions, they are interacting with everybody, and they are seemingly giving people what they want, giving us what we want, and actually communicating that. So that's really cool. Actual big W. Finally, after 7 years, since 2019, finally after 7 years, they are speaking to us. They're speaking to us. So are we winning the war against SBMM? So far, yes. Have we won yet? No, not yet. At all. Will we win? No idea. Hopefully. I really hope so. I just still don't want to be like fully optimistic. I'm being cautiously optimistic, and you should as well. I don't know what this says for the future. Again, with this, I hope that, with enough feedback in this beta, that they just actually make the classic matchmaking, whatever it is, open playlist options, whatever it is that they're going to do, the actual permanent standard for this game, and not do what Black Ops 7 did. Once again, I'm going to reiterate that. Don't do what Treyarch did with the beta. Do not do what Treyarch did with the beta. Do not do what Treyarch did with the beta. Don't do it. That's all I really have to say for now. I just wanted to go over some of this stuff and report on it because this is still very fresh. I would love to see what you guys think about it too. I do see a lot of positivity surrounding this. A lot of people are actually really happy that they're doing this. It's just, the wording, obviously people are noticing the wording in it. So yeah, take from it what you will. Just be cautiously optimistic. Like I said, take everything with the, with a grain of salt. Don't you know, just blindly believe everything that they're doing. This is cool and all. I like that they're doing this. A lot of people like that they're doing this, but still just be cautious and don't blindly trust them, because they have completely deleted any form of trust that the community had. So, and they did it to themselves. So it's going to be really hard for them to actually fully gain the community's trust back. Let me know what you guys think, though. I'd love to know what you have to say. If you're excited or not. If you think this is just stupid and you don't give a shit, let me know. I'll catch you guys in the next one, though. Won't hold you any longer. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss an upload by me. If you're new, I would really appreciate it. Peace.